I have a serious addiction to sugar. Get rid of everything in your house, throw it out, give it away. You have to remove these things from your environment. What's the best way to get rid of cravings? I have a serious addiction to sugar. Well, first, you would need to get rid of all that shit. You have to change your habits. And this is going to happen over a long period of time. It's not going to happen overnight, which doesn't mean it excuses you to eat crap in the meantime. It just means you need to make small incremental habits. So you need to get rid of all that shit out of your environment. Change your route home if you're driving past fast food or junk. Don't bring money into work. If you're constantly using like the candy machine, you need to stop hanging around friends and people and doing things that are going to put you in those situations. Get rid of everything in your house, throw it out, give it away, get rid of it. You have to remove these things from your environment. And you need to be looking into increasing your fat consumption so you can become more fat adapted. And that's a huge problem when people are just addicted to sugar and just carbs in general. If you're running off carbohydrates, you are going to constantly be vulnerable to those sugar crashes. You're going to be retaining more water. You're going to be constantly getting sugar cravings. You're going to get hangry. I never get hangry. When you're fat adapted, you don't fucking get hangry. You don't have that crankiness, that drop, because your body isn't running on this fucking insulin roller coaster. Most people that have cravings, especially later in the evening, they're chronically sleep deprived. So their body is triggering cravings for sugar because your body needs energy because you're exhausted. You need to go to fucking sleep. You're probably not drinking enough water. You will feel more hungry and you'll crave sugar if you are thirsty. So make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. Every time you feel hungry, chug a huge 16 or 32, just a ton of water, and then wait 10, 15 minutes and you'll probably feel totally fine. Usually you're thirsty. So these are all things that you should look into. You could all drop your thoughts down in the comments below, but most people are just not fat adapted. And this is American society. Everyone's consuming vegetable oils and these garbage vegetable oils, and they're sucking down carbohydrates and sugar. People are running off sugar. If you're eating quality foods and quality fats and animal proteins, you're not going to have those. I'm serious. And I was texting a bunch of you yesterday. Remember that text I sent? What's the most important thing that you do to stay focused over the weekend or stay on track over the weekend? Man, intermittent fasting or not eating all fucking day and being fat adapted, you don't have cravings. Anyone that's really focusing on quality nutrition, your cravings go away. They literally do if you're eating properly. You will not have cravings. You will crave the food that you are adapted to eat, and you'll crave the food that works best for your body because you're going to crave feeling good. You're going to really want to fuel up. And if you're eating properly, it's the same thing for me. My quote cheat meals, my entertainment, what I like to eat is what I want to eat, is what I need to eat, is my fuel. They all match. So I'm in a sweet spot, and you can all have that too. Your meals, I don't have to cheat. Oh, what's your cheat meal? I don't want a cheat meal. I want a fucking steak. My cheat meal is my steak. I want my fucking food. I usually don't look forward to a cheat meal. Like if Mama Swolio wants some sushi, she's like, oh, I'm craving sushi. It's like, all right, we'll get it. I just don't feel like it's giving me any nutrition. Like I'll eat it. I'll have the sashimi and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a steak. I'll have a steak as like an appetizer. And then I'll have a little bit of that because it's just not fulfilling. I don't feel satisfied. Like she made salmon last night. I had 3 or 4 pieces of salmon and then I ate a steak. So it's like I need my fuel, period. Yeah, you have a serious addiction to sugar. You got to get rid of that shit. You got to get it out of your environment. Just a little rant and also some other just real context. It's true. Some of you drop in the comments below because a lot of you have done that and you don't have those cravings anymore. Plus, it's not just the physical stuff. It's understanding what nutrition actually is. So those of you that have joined the Swole fam and since done an elimination diet and learned all those different aspects of your nutrition, you think differently about it. Not only are you thinking differently, but you're eating differently and it all matches up and you just can't justify eating shit because you know it's shit and you know how you're going to feel afterwards. And the common sense is too strong. You realize, do I want to feel like absolute dog shit? And the answer is no, I don't want to feel like absolute dog shit. Facts.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You owe the king an apology.